Hi, I have been using Chatgpt for quite some time now to assist me to write code, to be productive on many things, but mainly on my daily jobs as a software engineer. And I always have this question in my mind since I started to use ChatGPT. Is ChatGPT going to replace my work as a software developer? And what other jobs can ChatGPT replace on the IT industry? Why do we care about asking those questions? It's because if you don't uh, cope with the change, you're going to die. I mean, you will lose your job or you will just lower your salary, your income. If you don't seize opportunities and try to use them efficiently, you will not be where you are now. I remember some years back when I went to college, there was a boom on telecommunication. Like there was a huge, massive need on telecommunication engineers, and the time I graduated, it faded slowly until communication engineer become like someone like civil engineer, for example, where they have low salary, they work too much, too many hours, lot of effort, low income, because the value for telecom engineer become way far less than it was before. And I recall such situation and I ask myself, is it going to be the case for software developers with the rise of AI and especially ChatGPT? My takeaway is I think of ChatGPT at the moment at like how it is right now as assistant. Because if you ask the hard question, can ChatGPT write or build a new Facebook or a new Twitter or any of those huge platforms? The answer will be no. Like from what I saw, even if you leverage it to the maximum, it cannot do that. It can shorten the time. It can assist you as a software developer to build something like Facebook way far faster, I would say. But it cannot build Facebook by itself. We cannot come and tell him, build for us a social media platform, have 1, 2, 3 features, and he'll just give you a deploy package to take and deploy in production. He cannot do that. He can assist during the process, like he can assist the product engineers, the product owners, to build a better requirements, clear requirements, better wording. Yes, it can assist the software developer to write the code. Yes, it can do maybe some of the repetitive work. That's true, but it cannot build a Facebook by itself or any of the big platforms. Can it even build a small website? The answer is no, it cannot even build a small website if there is no human interaction to direct ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT what to do. And you cannot actually copy paste the code from ChatGPT. I use ChatGPT in some tasks. Like 90% of the time, I need to modify the code to fit the need. And sometimes even the code is wrong. It has some issues or bugs. Even writing some algorithms, ChatGPT failed to do it the right way. I had to interact, I had to debug what ChatGPT gave me. But definitely it shortened my time. It reminded me some years back when we did not have IDE. So we had to write the code on text. I remember we used to have Windows machines. This was like the thing by back on time. We have to open the Notepad and then write some code on Java, and they are teaching us how to write code in Java using Notepad. And I remember one of my friends, he preferred using Notepad than using the IDs because the IDs was not that strong. Right now, I use IntelliJ, I use GetBrain products, and it's way far better. I even tried GitHub. What was the name? I forgot the name, but I use it sometimes back. Copilot, yes, GitHub Copilot, and it's not that much smart to assist me. It helped me with some code, but again, it's not the best thing. Maybe for some people it's better, but definitely it cannot write the code by itself. That's a short answer. It cannot, but the question now will be, okay, until when? That's one question. And what opportunities it give us as software engineer? I think that introducing Chatgpt will raise the machine learning, kind of a trend now. And I think if you look forward 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years from now, you cannot predict the future, but at least on the short term, the AI is going to rise slowly until it reaches the peak. So it's better to shift, at least to learn about AI. If you got a job in AI field, it will be good for you, even if you have low rates, but it's fine. I remember that back on time, Java was a thing. If Java engineers have very high salary, a lot of opportunities, then start to fade, Node take over, and then slowly we are moving maybe to machine learning. There was a rise on VMs and virtualization, and then we moved to Docker, and then Kubernetes. So always shift on technology, and I see ChatGPT is the same. Just shift on technology, but we still need software engineers, at least to train those models, to build those models for AIs. So I think as software developer, software engineer, you just have to shift to the new trend and cope with it until the next trend, and we see what's next. One of the things which I have on mind, like at least you will find arrays of like ChatGPT plugins. You will find jobs maybe open to integrate with ChatGPT. Maybe some platforms, like we need a ChatGPT engineer, someone who understands ChatGPT, who know how to build plugins with ChatGPT and how to leverage ChatGPT in our platform. Such job will be created. Maybe a rise of another platforms similar to ChatGPT will need engineers to understand how ChatGPT is working and try to mock it on other fields or in other areas. So I see this is most probably is going to happen, and the traditional programmers will be there, but mostly to support existing platforms, maybe legacy code or something, maybe some stable code. Because, for example, you cannot rebuild whole Facebook from scratch. This will be massive work. We need new features, we need to fix bugs, and then we cannot replace the whole platform for Facebook with a new one. So you need some people to support existing applications. And also, like AI is not something you can do without having interface. It's something at the back end, mostly those models at the back end. And we need some interfaces. We need a mobile application to interact with the back end for AI. We need website to interact with the back end for AI. So we still need some roles on the field. And I don't think software engineers is going to be replaced. Maybe other jobs, and again, it's not going to be replaced, but we will reduce or shrink the number of people who's working on such area, or replace them with someone who understands AI and can work with it. I remember some years also back on time, accounting used to be using paper and documents, and then they start to replace with software. When they replace accounting with software, instead of you need maybe 10 accountants, then we need only one or two, and they must know software. So if you are an accountant and you don't know software or how to deal with the software, you will lose your job, and definitely you will not be able to work on any other areas or places if you don't have such skills. Similar to Chatgpt now, I think that, okay, I'm an accountant, but I don't know Chatgpt, then I will not find job. Definitely not only Chatgpt just start. I'm sure once we understand how it works and how it happened that it reached that level of accuracy and interaction with human, which is not like widely exposed yet, but once we understand that, then we are going to create a lot of Chatgpt. So hopefully that's useful, and those are my thoughts with that recent trends. I will see you in the next video.